Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Going on a road trip right now out to Lake Havasu, Arizona. It's about 250 miles each way, so that's about 500 miles. It's a little more than that, maybe 550 miles or so to go out there and back. So yeah, sometimes, you know, us VW guys tend to do pretty stupid things. Driving 500 miles in a 60-year-old car, you know, sometimes can be a little bit of a challenge, and you just never know what you're going to run into. I mean, those guys definitely stupider than me. I mean, there's guys that are coming from like Virginia or like Maine. They drive their old air-cooled Volkswagen all the way across the United States. And sometimes, like I said, stupid is kind of fun. So why don't you come along and let's see what happens on the road. Along the way, hopefully nothing. Hopefully we have a great trip going out and back. But I will tell you, first of all, I usually take my 66, and I'm taking the 61 this time. And so far, I've noticed the first thing is my seat is very uncomfortable. It has to be one of the most uncomfortable seats there is. So with that being said, I think this is going to be a long 5-hour drive in this thing. For the safety of the vehicle, we have no seat belts. Yeah. So didn't come with them, you know. That's a good excuse not to put them in, right? But I don't know if they really would do much good in this thing, since there's about, what, 12 inches of crash space in front of you. So, you know, I don't know. And then no matter what you do, you're going to hit your head right there on that piece of metal, even if you have seat belts on. So I think it's pretty much the end if you get in a wreck. So anyway, let's stick around and see how much fun we have, and if we make it or not. You know, I got the chance to run through the fluids. Got a little leak in the transmission, so I'm sure that'll be just fine. You know, just the axle boot, but you know, I'm sure it'll be just fine. Oh, and did I mention that Lake Havasu sounds like a really nice place if you've never been. It's in the middle of the desert. In fact, so basically there's 100 miles or so of just nothing. 2-lane road, no gas stations. It'll be just fine. We had to fuel up with gas. Got our premium, not too bad, $4.29. I looked it up in advance though, so I cheated a little. We're at the Sinclair in Indio. Pretty good price. Thought maybe we'd do a little kind of wellness check on it. Just walk around and take a look. So we've got, I was noticing here, that one looks alright, wheels look good, tires look alright. It looks like we've got an issue going on here. Just an axle seal leak, looks like to me. I mean, what would a Volkswagen be without an axle seal leak? That's such a common thing. So, it seems like I have to change axle seals before the brakes even go bad most of the time on them. And I get the German ones, by the way. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's no leaks. Do we have any oil spray? My other one, 2 years ago, was the last time they had one of these. I drove the 6613 window and it had oil spray all over the back, and kind of got me concerned. The engine was brand new. I hadn't even broke it in yet. Good way to break it in, just take it on the road, go for a 500-mile freeway drive. Not really. So anyway, it looks like a fantastic neighborhood in Indio, with the roadway in next door and homeless people around. And that's an old one over there. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the sign on that. That's been there a while. Old Highway 111, I think. We're off of there. So anyway, from here on out, we're looking at going on the road here. There is literally, I've got like 5 more miles of signs of life, I want to say, and then we hit straight desert. There is nothing, no gas stations, no side of the road restaurants. There's nothing for like at least 100 miles. We're gonna go straight through the middle of the desert. Yeah, I don't recommend doing this. We're gonna do it anyway. Talk to you guys a little bit later. So the only thing happening right now is my right foot is just killing me because my toes got a bad joint. Yeah, I've got that. I found out if I can just floor it, then it doesn't hurt that bad. So I want to do that. It goes too fast, and then the other thing I find is when I'm driving down the freeway and I get between 2 trucks, it's like being a ping pong ball. You just get bounced everywhere. This whole thing just doesn't, no, it just doesn't handle like the other one. But hey, it's fun. So driving through here was a little bit challenging. There's a lot of trucks that come through here, and I was passing a few of them. So occasionally I filmed a bit of it, but I couldn't film near all of it because of the traffic that was coming. So every once in a while I had to turn it off. And of course I run into a few stupid drivers. Can't drive in the freeway. Up here a little bit further, I didn't get to film it, of course, but there was a knucklehead who decided he wanted to pass me on the right after I just got done passing someone while I had my right turn signal on to go back into the other lane, and he almost sideswiped me. That was very nice. So welcome to Route 177, the middle of nowhere. If you wondered what that was, that's where we got off. I actually found a bus driver, pulled over, and I pulled up next to him, and he was kind of hoping somebody would, because going through that area is very rural. And I found out there's call boxes, but that's about as good as you get. There's no cell phone service here for, I don't know, about 70 miles or so. Well, whatever this axle seal was, seems to be getting a little noisy. I don't know if it's getting noisy or if it's just my brain telling me it's getting noisy. But it seems like, you know, this thing, when I left with the gas, I'm cruising it, it's fine, and then when I left the gas, it really growls quite a bit. So I think I better take a look and see if it's full. I don't know if I can. It's a little bit tight. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get under there. I'll try. So I went to the good old Harbor Freight Tools and I bought something. Figured I'd get a set of these. I mean, it's really cheap there. So I've got my wonderful oh shit box. Couple of tools in here, not much. Mostly electrical stuff. Might have a screwdriver in there, which would be handy. And I've got a little tool set here. So I don't know what ratchets are in here. It looks like, well, of course what I need isn't in here. No 1/2-inch drive. So that'll be fun. Well, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really roughing it. You know, there's no restrooms there. There's no showers. There's, you know, but like I'd say about a 1/4 mile away, there's a hotel. And it just happens to be a choice hotel. And I have tons of points, so I got this little room here. I got my e-bike, got my feet up, taking a little break here. Everybody else is over there going, hey, I was just talking to a couple guys and they're like, hey, is there any showers here? I'm like, nope. I'm like, I got a shower. And normally I travel a lot for work, so they always give me the best room. That's the lake out there. So you got lake view room, maid service, couch, table. Yeah, not too bad. So anyway, we'll get back over the show a little bit. I thought I'd throw my e-bike on the charger. I didn't really bring any food, so there's a really cool thing about this event. If you ever want to come, buy yourself an e-bike if you can do it, or bring a regular bike with you. And if you don't want to cook, you just get on your bike and you ride out and buy stuff. It's much easier. So if you're wondering why I made that video on the e-bike a while back and you're like, why the hell did he do that? Well, this is why. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. We'll get up there and take a couple look at some buses. It's really windy, so I don't know if I'm going to have narration afterwards or if I'll put some music in there to make it interesting, just to keep it moving. But there's a ton of stuff to look at, so we're going to look at all that stuff. So we did make it. It's exciting. I was pretty excited last night, so I didn't get a chance to video anything, but we'll get some more footage, and this will be a whole weekend of stuff, so it'll be kind of fun. And maybe we'll do a drive home too in this as well. All right, let's just run through it and see the camaraderie of the event, and then we're on the e-bike just cruising. Well, sorry guys, I had to mute the sound. Unfortunately, there's a lot of music playing around here, and that would flag my video from YouTube. So we're just gonna play some of our own, and I know some of you guys don't like the music I play, some do, but I can only use so many different songs, so very limited on that. So anyway, you can always push the mute button if you don't want to hear it. So in this part, I'm just kind of cruising through to kind of show you guys the scene, how that it's kind of laid out. So if you came out, you kind of see how to walk through it. And when you come, if you bring your bus, you're allowed to drive on the sidewalks, but not on the beach. So you make sure you stay on the sidewalk. If you come, there's also some lines on the ground, and make sure you stay between those. And if you want to camp, you camp off of those lines. And no camping on the beach, no driving on the beach, no nothing. If somebody does that, we can get kicked out and never get this event again. So if you do come, make sure the beach is for fun, throwing football, whatever, like what you see going on here, but not for parking or driving on. Remember, last time I was there, somebody got yelled at because they started to go out there and take pictures of the car. That is a no-no. So you can actually drive right where I'm. If you have to drive from one place to another, like move your bus, typically you come in, you park your car, and that's where it stays for between Thursday and Sunday. You can come in anytime. You can come in just for Thursday or just for Friday, or and leave. But usually people come for Thursday to Sunday, or Friday to Sunday. So I came in on Thursday this time because last time I got there, it was really hard to find a place to park. This time you could have, if you came in even Friday, there was lots of space. So if you can kind of see, there's a little faint line along on each side, and it's kind of worn off a little bit right now, but you stay inside those two lines, and outside of those lines, that's where you camp. So when you're driving through, if you're looking for a spot to camp, you just drive down the center of these areas where I'm riding the bike, and that is okay. So yeah, there's a lot of buses here. You can see there was I think this was Thursday, or was it Friday? Friday. So some people were still arriving. Saturday is when it was pretty packed. And again, I'm going to show you guys more detail a little bit later. Some of the buses a little closer. So stick around and check it out and enjoy some of the music while we go. Hopefully it's enjoyable for you and not painful. Some people, it's just differences in opinion on music. So I get some people that love the music, some people really hate it, and all I'm going to do is just choose what I think is okay. And again, it's provided by YouTube. I have to stick within, there's some outside music I can use, but then I haven't become a member of those guilds yet, and I'm kind of afraid to, because once I choose one, then I kind of got to be on that forever. So anyway, we will keep going. Yeah, a little funny there, the Winnebago. If you guys didn't catch that. It's an interesting little van. Another nice looking green camper van there. Looking at license plates, you guys can see they're from literally all over the place. I don't know what that one was. I couldn't see it close enough, so you guys are on a little bigger screen looking at it, the Winnebago. This was a really cool patina bus. This guy did this from Texas and patched and matched the bottom pretty well. Looks really straight, 15 window. Look at the roof. I mean, just the rust on that's just perfect. Really nice patina. And it's all original, so that's the neatest thing about it. It's just all original. It has the original paint, and then original patina that was on it. There's Hot VWs there filming it, and that's Shin and Eddie talking to the guy there. So if you want to get a little more information on that one, you can always go to their channel and check it out. They got it over at Hot VW's YouTube channel. They have some filming done at this one as well. So yeah, there was a lot to look at there. There was even this vintage motorcycle. Very cool. I don't know what that is. Anybody knows? You can always comment it below. Looked like it was two-stroke. Maybe a Hodaka? I don't know. It's pretty old there. Should know what it is, but I don't know. And yeah, there was a lot of campers, all years. There was anything from the past the bay windows. We even had these Vanagons, the Westies and stuff like that. Westie people from all over the place. And then the bay window buses and all that stuff as well. So there was a lot of splitties too. Splitties from all over. And everybody just gathers together and has a great time. So it's kind of cool. The vibe is really cool. The people are really cool. Met so many cool people there. Very nice people. A lot of subscribers were there as well. It's just a really fun event to hang out. Just have a good time. You can even bring some sort of a boat if you want. Go out in the river. It's actually a lake there. It was quite cool this year. Usually it's a little warmer. This time it was like a sweatshirt all day pretty much. A light sweatshirt. And at night it would get a little cooler. It was like probably in the 40s somewhere. In the high 50s or something like that during the day. So it was really nice and cool. It wasn't hot. You needed a hat. Need your sunglasses. If you come, make sure you bring those. It's pretty bright out sometimes, especially if it's windy. And you can see there, that's one of those pucks. So there's a lot of just all types of different camping and vintage camping stuff, vintage bus camping, any kind of single cabs and double cab camping ideas, little tiny campers from all walks of life. One of the ideas for you guys who don't like the music, you can always put it on closed caption and turn the music off during the time when it's playing, and then when you see the caption show up again, then you know I'm saying something, so you might want to turn it off so you can kind of listen to what's going on. That way you get the whole vibe, or just not even have the volume on at all, and you can just have the closed caption on and read along as you go. That might work for you. So it's getting a little darker, got a few shots of the dark, and that really kind of gives you an idea, you know, the whole experience, day and night. It was getting dark at this point. In fact, I wasn't sure how well these turned out, so let's hope that the color looks good. And I was using pretty good equipment, so we're pretty well at the top of what's available out there. If you can see, they're just such cool. I mean, that's our early mid 50s press bumper bus, so that's pretty old. I like that light. Look, I had the engine compartment. So these are those, what are they called? I can't remember the name. Another puck. And one of these 15 window, or is that 23 window? 23 window. You can see the roof very well in the picture. What I'm looking at is very small.
Yeah.
So, anyway, a night shot coming up.
How's it going? I seen you riding around earlier.
No, so if you get back in the bus.
So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me when I saw the guys riding bikes. I kind of hopped in with them. They grabbed the phone, started filming as I was riding here. Kind of hard to do. Comes out pretty good. This image stabilization on this is pretty good, not bad. And we're going under the London Bridge. This was taken brick by brick to Lake Havasu from London, and it was one of the old bridges they had there. And so they call it the London Bridge, even though, you know, we all know of the bigger bridge in London. That's not. This was the actual London Bridge, but there's a bigger one in London that I forget the name of it, that people know as the London Bridge, but it's not really. It was kind of cool when I was younger. I remember hanging out there, right, if it's a little stage you saw back there, when I was, I don't know what year it was, but the Beach Boys were really unpopular at one point, and I was like, when that bridge, not long after that bridge was built, I went there. I don't know if it was the celebrity of the opening of it or something like that, and the Beach Boys were there, and they had about 20 people watching them. And I said to the guy next to me, I was just a young kid, and I said, "Hey, they sound a lot like the Beach Boys. Sound like they're playing a lot of Beach Boys." And he goes, "They are the Beach Boys." And I was like, "Really?" And there's nobody here. It was so weird. But yeah, it was really cool. I actually later, about a year ago, met Brian Wilson in a park just walking with someone, and that was cool. Love the old Beach Boys. Always been a fan. Have an interesting, unique sound that nobody else has, and always been a fan of them because of that uniqueness of their music and it being just so likable. So that was kind of a cool, fun day for me as being a young kid and seeing the Beach Boys right there. Probably one of the only people that actually did see that. Oh, dude, hit it. Oh my God. Nice. Which way did you come? The 177?
It's right there.
But yeah, a lot. Eli.
066010.
I normally drive to get here when I can park, but since they introduced like that thing,
I got to put this in the video too, you know.
It's going in there.
That must have been dry.
Where the hell did Vic go? Where'd he go? I got it.
That's got all the right stuff in it. So anyway, this guy here, he won this motor on a raffle. They have 2 engines. You guys, if you haven't been to this event, you need to come. They raffle off 2 engines on this time. They usually raffle off 1, but they raffled off 2 this time. So there was one 1776 with A1 exhaust. I mean, the exhaust is like $700 alone. You know, you got carburetors. It's got a 110 cam, big valve head, so 42, 35 valves. It's got the alternator already on it, breather kit, pretty much just basically turnkey, ready to go in a bus. The guy who won actually, right when he went to leave, he started his motor up and the rod came loose in it. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice that a guy like him won this engine. And so anyway, there you go. It's pretty nice. Okay, man, this is my kind of trailer right here. If you got a 3-car hauler, this would be on it right here, guys. Here you go. Cool Volkswagen camper. I don't know what those are called. They're a bug something. I was talking to the guy about this, and they were going to drive out, and they decided to, if they pulled the trailer, they could pick up that thing at the same time. So pretty cool, right? Here you go, splitty, high roof bay window, and a bug with a camper on it. Very cool. All right, well, the second engine went to a guy in Phoenix. He was a little busy trying to figure out how to get it home. That's always a good thing to have when you win something, trying to get it home. Guys are willing to help. That's the Volkswagen community, guys. So yeah, it's wrapping up here. We're gonna take a drive home. Let's hope we don't have any issues, but maybe I'll check that fluid in the transfer in the axle there to make sure that I don't have an issue. I'm a little bit concerned about it, but not entirely. You know, it doesn't, when you have a little leak like that, it doesn't usually leak out really fast. It looks like it's been, you know, it takes quite a bit of fluid to leak out what's in that. So anyway, it's about a half a quart or so that's in those. So let's take a look here, and we'll bring you back in a second. We're just like I said, we're just wrapping up the show. We get Tom. We'll talk about some of the things that are happening here. It was kind of fun, and I hope you guys, if you watch this, so you can come out to one of these events. And there's a lot of people that came from the subscribers from the channel. They came out and even just drove out in their regular car, and they can park out here, take a couple days, get a hotel. There's a lot of them really close walking distance. If you do come out, I would suggest bringing a bike and staying at a local hotel, get food within a couple minutes. It's a lot of fun, even if you don't have a Volkswagen, or you just want to bring your car, you don't want to drive it out, you can come out and enjoy it that way. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, how's it going? That way just be cruising home. I'll just talk to you about what happened here. I went to check the oil in the gear reduction box, and the muffler is right there. It's just too hot. So I was looking at it. There's no way it could have leaked out, you know, a whole half a quart. It's, you know, maybe it leaked out a little bit, but we're just gonna chance it. That'll be fine. So we're here back on the Highway 62. No cell phone service. Nothing for 100 miles. So why not? Let's go for it. Alright, we'll talk to you guys a little later. Just gonna cruise along. Alright guys, we made it back home. It's the next day. I was pretty tired after the drive, so I didn't really want to film yesterday, but you can see here the van made it home. We still have the oil leak, and somehow it survived. Was able to go 70, 75 some points. I even hit 80 once, but not too often. This one isn't geared quite as high as the other one, but I tell you, it was absolutely a fun time. Got to meet with some of the subscribers. A lot of guys were telling me the stories, and I've heard some of these stories before, but I really appreciate listening to them. I definitely, what's reason I got into this is for these stories. Some of the guys said, hey man, I got my van done, I got my car done because we were watching the videos and I learned how to do the metal work the way that you do it. I watched some other videos that seemed too complicated and hard, and yours seemed like a lot easier way, and it turned out great. I'm really happy about the videos you made. Again, like I said, this isn't the first time I've seen this. I started seeing this back years ago, a few years back, when I was starting to do the videos, and my video quality wasn't that great. And some of the guys were, telling me that their car was right here, and because they watched my heater channel video, which again wasn't the greatest video, but it was one that helped them. Some guys came from Washington, Oregon, Texas. Saw guys, people from all over the place. That's the fun part about it. No, we haven't washed the van. That's just how it came. Made it back this clean. That's pretty good. So it was a really fun time. I encourage anybody who has never been to that event, even if you don't have a split window van, you can drive out there and spend this Friday night and go around, just talk to people and hang out. People just go on up and say hi, and they'll say, come on, it's over, sit down. People are very cool. Sit down at the campfire with us. I mean, you might be surprised. You might even score a free meal out of the deal. Some of the guys are just like, oh man, I made too much chili, you want some? And just people are just really nice and fun people to hang out with, and you can get a hotel in town and just go over and check it all out. It's definitely worth it, and it's just a really fun event. There was a lot of spectators on Saturday. There was more than I even imagined there would be, and it was really fun. A lot of them wore hippie clothes. A lot of the guys there are just hippies. They're cool bus guys. They've had a VW bus their whole life, and they, getting into the smoking and the whole 9 yards of it. So it's fun. It's really an event to go to, especially for young or old or whatever. If you're a hippie at heart, maybe you're a young new hipster, great place to go. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I really like to see your comments and what you guys have to say. And maybe I'll find some better footage next time. Especially if you say, hey, can you comment? Can you try and get more of this or something? Maybe I'll try and do that next time. Try and work it in. I'll talk to you in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe.